Hey guys, it's the Pie Guy. Welcome to another Pie Guy video. Today I am going to be talking about myself again, and I'm going to be doing speedrun my life. Here's the rule. I'm going to speedrun talking about my entire life up until I started my YouTube channel, and if I get it in under 5 minutes, you guys have to subscribe. That's the deal. Anyway, go. So, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, or at least near it, to Lori and Ray Pykansky. My mom, Lori, was a full-time teacher. My dad worked for the federal government after working a couple different random jobs. I had a dog named Rascal who got hit by a car when I was like 2 or 3. I used to be super duper shy and sensitive, but I did make a lot of friends, like my buddies Devin and Austin and Wyatt, and I could name a bunch of friends, but you guys probably wouldn't know them. Some of them, like William, have been in YouTube videos, but we'll get there, and also Kevin Calloway, who's been in a couple videos. Now, the way that I actually met William, my best friend from a long time ago who I high-fived in a video, was one time I was basically dumped by one of my former best friends, Hunter, and then I closed my eyes, spun in a circle, and figured whoever I'd see first was my new best friend, and that was William. I did T-ball for a little while. My dad became the head coach. I also did things like Cub Scouts, which led to me doing Boy Scouts, Taekwondo. I found an interest in things like piano and trains and penguins, and just random stuff like that. But ultimately, I found a huge interest in teaching. That's because of my one teacher in elementary school, Mrs. Wells, who was like one of my favorite teachers of all time. Also, Mr. Scott, my math teacher, got me into math really a lot. He made me love math. Anyway, after that, Dad would have to leave for weeks at a time for his federal government job, so I'd be just with my mom a lot of the time, and me and my mom would visit Pennsylvania a couple times a year. I did have some family in Georgia, like Valentina and Sam, my cousins, who Sam has been in a couple of my YouTube videos, but most of my family lived and still lives in Pennsylvania. Now, my parents got a divorce, and my great-grandmother died, Nanny, and I made a video about that before. So after that, I moved to Pennsylvania into the house that she used to live in, and I became super close with people like Owen, my cousin, and my grandmother Mimi, and my grandfather Pop. And I needed to make some friends, so I did this through the means of Brian Myers, Drum for Life 9, as you guys may know him on this channel. I was friends with him for a long time, even before moving to Pennsylvania, because my parents and his parents were and still are very good friends. So he introduced me to all of his friends who became the Nerd Herd. And that was like Cameron and John and a couple other names that you've seen in my YouTube videos like that. Some main people from middle school and high school. So, in middle school, I got to know all these guys really well because of the newspaper club, a club that we started that honestly was just an excuse to get out of one of our classes to go hang out in the library and goof off. But also middle school, I figured that I didn't really want to be shy and sensitive anymore. This is a weird way of putting it, but I started making myself do these random goofy challenges just to make the days more exciting. Anything from seeing how long I could keep a piece of paper in my mouth without people noticing, to going to school dressed like a cowboy just to see what would happen. And all of a sudden I started, I guess, blossoming into this person who actually enjoyed doing really crazy, goofy things. This is before I had a YouTube channel or anything like that. So, after dating a couple people here and there, my mom ended up dating Craig, who is now my stepfather. And I was introduced to Aiden, who is my son, his non-biological grandson. My dad started dating this lady named Lisa, and they had my first half-brother. I also had a dog, I still have a dog, named Finn. I got him around this time, and I also had a fish named Bishy, but I had another fish, and Bishy ate all the food of the other fish, so I don't think I had a name for, and the other fish kind of starved, and Bishy, the carnival fish, lived for like 3 years. Anyway, we also got a new pastor at my church, which also came with a new youth leader because she, Emily, is the wife of my pastor, Pastor David. And that got me super into, like, I guess, religion, even more than I already was, because they just made it really interesting. Pastor Dave made it interesting, and Emily, the youth leader, made me super interested to the point where I wanted to become a volunteer youth leader for them. So I ended up doing that. Also, speaking of religion, at Wesley Forest, I think it's actually on my shirt, the place that I currently work at over the summer, I met Luke. You guys probably know Luke is the worst moderator or something like that. And he became like one of my best friends of all time, if not the top dog. So, I mean, I love that man. I'm so glad that all this led to that. And then, finally, after all that was said and done, I was bored on my couch one day, and so I made an email address and made a YouTube channel. And that's it. That's how it happened. Oh, and the YouTube channel was based on my last name, Pykansky, which is long for pie, which was based on a Kahoot name, which was the Pie Guy 3.14. And that's all. I did another 5 minutes. You have to subscribe. So please subscribe. Thank you guys very much for watching. Peace out, Epic Gamers. Bye.